Welcome to the headwaters of Fairy Creek in Pacheedaht territory, where ancient giants reign supreme and wild creatures roam free. This environmentally and culturally significant place is under direct threat of being ravaged for timber by logging company Teal Jones. The forested area surrounding Fairy Creek represents a portion of the 2.7% of remaining big tree old-growth forests in BC. 75% of which is set to be harvested by logging companies over the coming years. But in the climate emergency we are facing, this practice cannot go unchecked. The current annual rate of old-growth logging on Vancouver Island and the South Coast results in a carbon loss of approximately 3 million tons of carbon dioxide that will not be recovered for over several decades. But despite the massive efforts to campaign against these unsustainable, unconscionable practices, John Horgan has been completely silent and taken no accountability for allowing this to continue, despite his initial promises to implement the full slate of proposals from the Old Growth Strategic Review Panel and work with Indigenous leaders. Enter the Rainforest Flying Squad, a peaceful, grassroots movement of people who believe big trees are worth more standing. The group initially mobilized in August 2020 near Fairy Creek, protecting the last intact, unlogged watershed on Vancouver Island. The group has been active in the area every single day since then in order to make certain that no more roads go into Fairy Creek. Recently, the Flying Squad was served with a notice that Teal Jones would be seeking an injunction against the forest defenders at Fairy Creek and the surrounding old-growth protection camps, which would essentially turn peaceful protest into an arrestable action. Hundreds of fed-up citizens and Rainforest Flying Squad members joined in protest of the injunction on March 4th alongside Pacheedaht Elder Bill Jones, who had this to say.
And I implore the government and the courts to realize that they are actually involved and exist to help us, the people. And for that, I implore the courts and the politicians, particularly our Premier Horgan, who is succumbing to, business pressure, I guess, and leaving people and explaining it away that, we've seen so many times. But now I speak to say we are going to save the forest.
The injunction has been pushed back until March 24th, but the fight is by no means over. And there are many things you can do to get involved. Call John Horgan and urge him to stop these atrocities from continuing any further. You can donate to the GoFundMe, share posts from the Rainforest Flying Squad and Fairy Creek Blockade social media accounts, or to get involved directly, email rainforestflyingsquad@gmail.com. This is the last stand. It's time to bring forward the power we have in our community.
I'm a tree, old and wise, and our future, intertwined. Carry on, grow ourselves strong enough to leave me right here. Carry on.